we are not going to fix our herbicide resistance issue by relying on herbicides. We can do some fiddling around, but unless we start doing some other things, we're not going to fix the problem. And that other thing we have to do is called population management.
Necessity has driven Australian farmers to look beyond chemistry for weed management. And nowhere else in the world has there been such progress in harvest weed seed capture.
What happens to these weed seeds? Under a normal harvest operation, they are collected by the front of the harvester, they're processed along with the grain. Modern harvesters are very efficient at sorting the weed seeds from the grain, and predominantly these weed seeds exit in the chaff fraction, and they are spread uniformly back across the soil surface in a perfect scenario for allowing them to go into the seed bank and to become weeds in the following season. So now the way we look at harvest is that it's an opportunity to intercept that process, to actually target those weed seeds and prevent that reseeding.
GRDC has funded research comparing the different methods: chaff carts, windrow burning and the Harrington destructor.
The average ryegrass emergence across sites and control plots was 557 plants per metre squared. The average reduction in ryegrass was 55%, and interestingly, there's no difference between the three techniques.
We're now looking for zero tolerance in our weed population densities. We cannot achieve that using herbicides alone, and as the results show here, when we add harvest weed seed control systems into the program, you are getting very, very close to those zero tolerance levels.
But even weed seed capture is no more a silver bullet than a new herbicide.
Every new thing is going to put a selective pressure, so even the seed destructor is going to start selecting for biotypes that shatter their seeds early, so you don't capture them in a seed destructor.
Hence the diverse array of other weed suppression tactics exercising weed scientists around the world. From seeding density and row spacing to green manuring, strategic tillage and even the direction you plant your rows in relation to the sun. And they're looking to Australia for inspiration.
We've looked at the Australian system. We have tremendous interest in what's going on here from a seed destruction standpoint. We've initiated some work with Dr. Michael Walsh here within Australia, and this past year we looked at seed retention of Palmer amaranth to basically see would it be possible for us to come in and how much seed would actually be entering the combine. And we expect to move forward with these non-chemical late season tactics in coming years.
There's one message that comes out loud and clear. The lower your weed seed bank in your paddocks, the better off you are. There are farmers who farm with very high weed seed banks, means they've got very high numbers and they're always hitting very high numbers with herbicides. That's where resistance evolves. Then there are farmers, I personally know farmers, I wish my farm looked like it, but I know farmers who've got only a few seeds per square metre in their seed bank. They can do everything with confidence. So getting on top of the seed bank and farming with low seed banks is just about one of the best favours you can do for yourself.